Technical difficulties.
It's the first time doing it.
Oh, jeez.
But while Michelle's getting it all figured out, we were trying to think of some things that we could talk about with RVs. And one of the ones, especially with cool weather coming up, is we're looking at your furnaces. So, big thing with furnaces, a lot of people, whenever they they go to use them for once we get some cold weather, a lot of the times they're having problems with the unit kicking on, and it blows for about 10-15 seconds, but then nothing happens, then it'll shut down and it doesn't do anything. So the most common thing that happens with this is that you'll have the sail switch, which the sail switch is on the inside of the squirrel cage of the fan motor, and what it does is whenever the thermostat tells the furnace to kick on, the fan will kick on, and then the sail switch will shut. Once that sail switch shuts, then it sends a signal through to the control board that the fan is moving and to open up the gas valve and start the igniter. And if it doesn't have that shut, if it won't close, it doesn't have the signal going through, then it won't ignite, so you won't hear any ignition or clicking. So that's kind of the most common thing we do over the phone with diagnosing with people. We go, we just walk them through exactly that, and have them turn off the thermostat, kick it back on, and then listen to hear if you hear the ignition going. If you don't hear that, it's most commonly that the sail switch has usually dirt or something behind it that's not allowing it to close. Sometimes the sail switches do go bad, but they're just an open close switch, so it's rare that they go bad because there's not much mechanical components in them other than an open and close switch. So a little piece of debris can get back there, and just cycling your unit on and off a few times can sometimes free that out. A lot of times you have to pull them out though, just to remove a piece of lint or dirt that's back behind there. So that's the most common thing we're seeing with them. Going into a season, you always want to make sure you get them serviced, but some people don't, and that's the biggest thing that they run into. But yeah, and then if you have a furnace that has a door on the outside of the unit where you see the exhaust, those are the easiest ones to access your sail switch, because there's 4 screws that just pull off the plate, and then it accesses you right to your squirrel cage and then all of the components on your furnace. Now, more commonly you see furnaces that along the side of the unit, or on the outside of the unit where the exhaust is, that you only have just your exhaust pipe. So then you have to actually pull the furnace out to access it. But if you guys have any other questions with it, I always I'm more than happy to walk people through or help them out with pulling them out and doing the service themselves, because once you do it once, it's not too bad. But
would you mind putting his window?
Oh, sure.
So he's out of the shade a little bit, or out of the sun. The other thing too, Justin was just working on a power distribution panel for a gentleman, and I was sitting in the doorway writing up his work order while he was working, and I could smell an overwhelming scent of urine. And so what I immediately knew that it was is Dometic toilets. Dometic as a whole is not our favorite. Unfortunately, there's really no other choice for the majority of components within the RV, because Dometic is the overarching Walmart, if you will, that people have to shop at because they make all the products. So anyways, I knew that it was the toilet because we had done one for a customer probably 6 months before that. So what happens in some of their toilets that were built back in 2018, 2017?
17, 18, 19.
The bowl of the toilet was trapping waste. So in between the part that you can see when you look inside the toilet and the part that you can see from the outside of the toilet, there's a cavity in there where waste was getting trapped, and it just has this overwhelming smell. So I immediately called the customer. I told him what was going on, and he was like, oh my goodness, I've tried everything. I've tried steaming the bowl. I've tried scrubbing it. He's like, I didn't know what was wrong, why I kept getting that overwhelming smell of urine. So I told him what to do. So if you do have a newer Dometic toilet and you can smell a very strong odor, that is the problem. So all you do is you take your phone and you stick it in the back of the toilet, and you should be able to see a sticker on the back of there. Take a picture of it and then just Google Dometic. We can give you the phone number if you need it, and you just call them with the model and the serial number, and typically they'll just send you out a brand new toilet because they know that this was an issue for quite some time in their toilets.
Yeah, what's nice about the Dometics too is most people don't know that they do have a 2-year warranty with them. So even if you're out of your 1-year manufacturer warranty, anything that is a Dometic product, your air conditioners, your refrigerators, toilets, carry a 2-year warranty on them. So they can still be covered outside of your 1-year manufacturer warranty. And it was an issue that, they blamed it on whenever they're pressing the bowls together, that a seal was not being pressed. It was being overpressed and then causing the leak into that cavity and overfilling. So, yeah, if it's going to be in a Model 300. So if you actually look at your toilet, even if you're not having a problem with it, it's probably a good idea just to, like she said, take a picture of that data tag that's on that back side of the toilet near the ground, and take a picture of that, and then call it into Dometic, or take it to a service center to have them called in for you to get that 300 replaced with one that's not having that issue. So,
yeah. But we're on our way home from South Carolina. We successfully changed out the air conditioner.
Woo!
And that campground was gorgeous. So if you are active military or retired military and you want to go check out Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, it's in North Myrtle Beach. I think it's just called North Myrtle Beach RV Park.
Super simple.
Yeah,
like
but
RV
it was
mobile
gorgeous. There was a beautiful tiki bar right on the water.
Water park on the inside.
A water park for kids. Yeah, it was gorgeous. It was a great campground. And then the lots were they all had grass. They all were on concrete pads. It was just a beautiful park.
Really nice.
Yeah. What else were we talking about? Fun fact, if you never thought about it, because we didn't, being from the Northeast, Justin and I would always go cut down a Christmas tree with our families every year. It's a big event when you're up north. It's like a family fun activity to go cut down your own Christmas tree. Well, in Florida, obviously, they don't grow Christmas trees. So last year, we're at Lowe's trying to pick the one that had the less burnt needles, because they were all burnt from the sun. So it was not as fun. So Justin actually found a Christmas tree farm here in South Carolina. So we were all excited on our way out of town. Drove 35 minutes north to this farm. They were not cute.
Oh gosh. They're like Charlie Brown trees that got a few years older. And that's about it.
They were all so ugly, and I felt awful because they had so many different types of trees.
And they were so nice. The people were so nice.
The people were so sweet, but they were all so ugly. We're used to the beautiful full blue spruces up in the north, but they don't have those down here.
Those cold weather pines, you just don't have them down here in the south.
They get the Fraser fir, which is the closest, shipped down from North Carolina. So we'll head back to Lowe's when we get home to get our...
fully prepared to cut down a tree and drive it 10 hours home.
Justin was real excited.
I was real excited, but it just didn't happen.
Jake also had a blast running through the Christmas trees, but it's okay. You live and you learn. It's one of the cons of Florida, but there's a lot of pros. So
white squeaky sand, warm water.
We will deal with the lack of Christmas tree farms. Deal.
Big deal.
What did I say?
Big deal pickle.
Deal. That's a dill pickle.
Deal pickle.
I think this cop is wondering what we're doing. He's slow rolling.
Deal pickle.
Slow rolling by us. Wait for it.
Deal pickle.
Oh no, he's eating himself some Wendy's. That's what he was doing. We also got some Dairy Queen for Jacob and then ourselves.
Yeah.
Because he's such a good boy back there.
Okay. Chicky! Chicky! Bum-ba-da-bum! High alert! Did somebody say ice cream? He's giving an ocular pat down. Checking out the scene, making sure no one else is going to come in and steal the cream.
You good boy.
Yeah.
You ready for your pup cup?
All right.
So yeah, we just wanted to pop on here real quick and give you some tips. So we got our toilet tip down.
Toilet tip.
We got
Tip
our
the toilet.
we got our furnace tip.
Sail switch. Remember your sail switch.
Sail switch. Your Christmas tree tips. If you decide to come down here for Christmas, you can just come visit us and use our tree.
That's true.
You know,
We didn't cut it down though.
it's so upsetting.
So upsetting.
It's okay. But we hope you all had a wonderful weekend and are looking forward to Thanksgiving. There's so many other things I thought of before we got on here.
I think we got real excited about the food.
We did. This is our first time stopping on our trip back home. So Jacob's also very excited for his ice cream. So if you have any questions, let us know and we can answer them in the next 7 hours of our drive.
We'll be here.
We will be here. Bye. Talk to you soon.